Welcome. You tuned in to Salam Media Highlights with myself, Salalo Makwidiri. The time is a minute past one, and in a bit we'll be delving into, I think, a topic that is, taking headlines this morning. And this is a significant development coming out of the city of Johannesburg. Mayor Kabelo Gwamanda has resigned from his position. Gwamanda, a member of Jama-ah, who was initially appointed as a compromise candidate between the ANC and EFF, has resigned, and his resignation comes ahead of an anticipated announcement from the ANC regarding the reconfiguration of the city's government. And we'll be speaking in a bit to Ganief Hendriks. He's the leader of Jama-ah and the party that has given us two mayors in the city of Johannesburg in the past three years. And Ganief, thank you so much for joining us. Welcome to Salam Media.
No, it's a pleasure. Thank you very much.
I think this is really interesting because the last time you and I had a conversation, you were talking about, you were going into this meeting with Premier Panyaza Lesufi, and, you've spoken to him on the phone. He was really happy about how, the Jama-ah Premier in Kabelo Gwamanda, and his executive are handling the city. The finances are in order. The audits are looking, perfect, and the city seems to be in good trajectory. But this morning, we get the news that Kabelo Gwamanda has resigned. Have you in any way, been blindsided by the ANC and their new relationship with Action SA?
Look, last night I arrived quite late because I had an operation earlier in the day and I've got a cabinet meeting this morning. So I had to take the last flight. So when I arrived at my hotel at 11 o'clock, I requested the mayor to join me, which he did. And I requested the ANC leadership in the Joburg region also to join me. So at midnight, on the dot 12, we had our meeting. And I was aware of the fact that there was an NEC meeting 2 or 3 days ago. And at that NEC meeting, President Ramaphosa gave a mandate that all the municipalities in Gauteng must be reconfigured and that they must start with Johannesburg. So in as you know, Jama-ah is a trusted ally of the ANC, just like the regional committee of the ANC in Joburg. So they don't treat us differently. We were redeployed, or we were deployed to stabilize the city of Joburg, and you explained quite nicely how we did it. We had investor confidence gave us a 2.5 billion loan last week. The Salga gave us a best municipality in Gauteng, 2 clean audits, and so many developments. We appointed many people permanently, and the city of Joburg is stabilized. And then we then had these meetings of the ANC, NEC taking place. And at the same time, there was a lot of slander against the mayor by the Ahmad Kathrada Foundation and OUTA. Just imagine the Ahmad Kathrada Foundation ganging up with OUTA, but that's their own agenda. So last night we discussed the president's wish to reconfigure Joburg, and I gave the mayor an opportunity to respond, and he said that he's quite prepared to be redeployed wherever Jama-ah wants him to be redeployed. But then I've already negotiated that he be redeployed in the mayoral committee in the city of Joburg, and that the other councillor, there'll also be some position for him. And Jama-ah wants to start a veterans unit in Gauteng. We also want to assist Winnie Mandela to a family to convert the house into a museum, and also Thabo Mbeki to establish his Renaissance library in Houghton. And then, of course, the cherry on the top, we want Leila Khalid Drive to get its street signs because that has already been approved. So while there is work in progress, we are quite happy to meet the deadline of the president that by Friday, Al Jama and the ANC should reach some agreement. We reached the agreement last night on the terms that the mayor put on the table. So we didn't dictate to the mayor what should happen because, I mean, there are various options available. He could resign. He could wait for a motion of no confidence. The mayor chose to be redeployed, and he's looking forward to the position that the new mayor will allocate to him in the city of Joburg. So we
Mm,
agreed that the ANC will have a 2 o'clock meeting today where they will deal with the slander of the Ahmed Kathrada Foundation and OTA and some civil society organizations. And we'll use the opportunity to thank Al Jamal for a job well done. And then later today or tomorrow, there will be a joint press briefing, which Al Jamal and the ANC will give to plot the way forward. For Friday, we hope that the Speaker will agree to a special meeting so that as the mayor stands down, a new mayor will be elected and our present mayor will be redeployed into another position on the mayoral committee. So Altamar feels very happy that, we've, for 16 months, we brought stability to Joburg. We did our best. Um, I was asked to take the lead in Joburg, the political lead. I now have new responsibilities. I'm a deputy minister. My job is to eradicate poverty by 2030 in terms of a national development plan. So this responsibility of looking after the mayor of Joburg, that's no longer my responsibility. It is now the president's responsibility. He has personally indicated that he will throw resources in Joburg, and he's already instructed the Premier to throw extra resources in Joburg so they can build on the solid foundation that Al Jama has built for them so far. We did the same for them in Escort years back, in Umdoni, in Durban, and in Harding. So we go where the ANC, as the leader of the liberation movement, deploys us, and we do our best with the limited number of councillors we have. I am personally now looking forward to my job as Deputy Minister to eradicate poverty in South Africa and preparing my team to take over the city of Cape Town in the 2026 elections. And in Joburg, we want to win 20 wards so that we can assist the ANC. With regard to Action SA, we told the ANC that they're making a big mistake. They said, look, it's only talk at the moment. Action SA is making all kinds of demands. They don't need Action SA's numbers. They've got an IFP who have now joined them. So they don't need the numbers of Action SA because with the minority parties and IFP, nothing prevents the ANC from putting a candidate there of their choice.
I want to focus a bit on the Katrada Foundation and Outer. They've been making headlines and giving heavy criticism when it comes to Mayor Kabelo Gwamanda. Can you maybe unpack a bit on that? I think I heard you a few times mentioning the fact that there seems to be ulterior motives by the Ahmed Katrada Foundation. Can you maybe explore a bit on that? Why the
Yeah,
animosity
no,
between
yeah,
yourselves
look,
and
it's
them?
quite clear that by linking up with OTA, who is Zionist funded, they are hoping to get Zionist funding so their foundation can continue to prosper. So they've got people there that like Vadi and Prem and Bolton, that are fundraising at the moment. And their best way to fundraise is to try and put Action SA in place and put the Zionists in place. But the ANC are no fools. They're not going to be fooled by Action SA. As you know, that there is a commission of inquiry into the grabber, which Action SA bought from Israel to spy on ANC councillors. They are quite open. They want to destroy the ANC. They now want the position of speaker. So not only the grabber, but also the speaker will be able to monitor them. So Ahmed Kathrada must be turning in his grave, and I went to jail calling for his release. So I'm very disappointed that the Ahmed Kathrada family is allowing the family name to be smirched in this way. And those people, that they are right wing in the ANC, they are self centered, and we've lost all respect for them. They are not doing a fact check. We don't mind criticism of the mayor, that happens. But if you look at the facts, investor confidence, clean audits, best municipality, IDP projects, two clean audits. The Ahmed Kathrada just comes with a political and a Zionist agenda, and they are now have same the liberation movement because they were once respected. The same individuals. They were our heroes, our political heroes. We now disgusted with them, and we just hope they will disappear off the face of the earth.
Mm, coming out really strong there against the Ahmed Kathrada Foundation. But I want to come back now to the issue with the ANC itself. I mean, you mentioned that Al Jama is a close ally of the ANC, and you're ready to be deployed wherever the ANC says fit. But in this case, it's just quite clear. I think after that press briefing by Herman Mashaba 2 weeks ago, that this is what they want going forward. They want to remove you guys out of the picture. They are promising, to vote with the ANC in certain motions in the city. Aren't you feeling like you were pushed and cast aside by Herman Mashaba, and the ANC allowed it to happen? The same ANC that you're pledging allegiance to, and you're saying wherever they want you to go, you're ready to go. Are you still sure that the ANC still sees Al Jama as that ally, and they're not looking elsewhere to find friends like Action SA?
Yeah, look, they were wrapped over the knuckles by the presidency when that allegation was made. And the provincial secretary went out of his way to say that the relationship with Al Jama must be strengthened. And the regional committee of Joburg, as we speak, are now giving a press briefing rebutting the slander of the Ahmad Kathrada Foundation.
And just going forward now, the role of Al Jama. You did mention that the former mayor will be redeployed. Where exactly will he be deployed? And just in general, the role that you guys see yourself playing now in the city of Johannesburg legislature.
Look, you'll be redeployed as one of the mayoral committee members. It's up to the mayor to decide where he fits. So it's best, where he fits, and he's quite keen to do his best. Now that he has all this experience, we felt to give our members the experience. They now have the experience, and they can do well now. Formed by the statement of intent that the ANC have developed.
You also mentioned that this was a directive from President Cyril Ramaphosa. He's trying to reconfigure municipalities in the country, and the city of Johannesburg being one of those municipalities. How much of this was because of the influence of the GNU that you are also a part of?
Look, I think that the president wants to escalate what's happening in the GNU to Johannesburg. But remember that Action SA hasn't signed the statement of intent. So the ANC are working with the political parties that have signed the statement of intent. We even have a chat group with only our parties on and not the other parties. So I think the reconfiguration, is best that the ANC explain what they mean. But this is a direct instructions of the president that this must Joburg must be sorted out by Friday, and Al Jama-ah has cooperated like we always cooperate.
I think we're going to leave it there, Mr. Hendriks. Thank you so much for giving us your time and giving us that reaction to the resignation of former Chair
We
Kabelo
further
Gwamanda.
express our gratitude to Councillor Gwamanda for serving the residents.
Well, there you have it there. I think if there's one thing that we also need to do is to check out that media briefing by the ANC leadership of the province and of the city. I think they're speaking right now and they're giving us, the latest regarding the reconfiguration of the city of Johannesburg. So it's going to be really interesting times ahead. There are rumors already that the former Johannesburg Mayor, Dada Morero, is among the potential candidates to be the new mayor of the city of Johannesburg. Other people saying Herman Mashaba. We don't know yet, but we'll be keeping a close eye on it. And you'll be sure to get the latest when it comes to the city of Johannesburg from us here at Salam Media. But we're going to leave it here for now. Goodbye.